So we will begin our discussion on bond valuation. So in the previous classes, we have seen what is bonds and what is valuation, etc. And we have also understood that bond will involve two cash flows, that is the periodic interest and the principal amount. And if we will discount this cash flows and add that, we will get the value of the bond. This we have seen with a simple illustration in the previous class. So we have taken the cash flows, we have discounted it, and we have found out the intrinsic value of the bond. We have also understood how to calculate this discounting factor using the calculator. Okay, so just for repeating, I will tell it again. So you should take the percentage divided by 100, add 1, then you should divide and equal to, you will get the first year PV, discounting factor. Then after that, if you will go on doing equal to for any number of years, you will go on getting the next year's data. Accordingly, you will get that. So this is how you have to calculate the discounting factor. Cash flow into discounting factor, if you will multiply, you will get the present value, and if you will add this present values, you will get the value of the bond. This is also called as a correct value or intrinsic value of the bond. Now today we will understand what is the yield rate and what is coupon rate little bit. And what is the relationship between the yield rate and coupon rate? Okay, understand coupon rate. Coupon rate is the interest rate of interest. This will be fixed by the company which is issuing the bonds. So if XYZ Limited is issuing the bonds, this rate of interest will be fixed by the company, that it is going to give 10% interest every year on the bonds. So coupon rate is fixed. It is like your interest rate that the company which is issuing the bonds or a debenture will fix this interest rate, and you will get the actual interest on this coupon rate. And interest will also always be calculated on which value? Face value. This we have understood. So this is coupon rate is simple. Coupon rate is the rate of interest, and it will be decided by the issuer, the company which is issuing the debentures or bonds. So this is the coupon rate. So next, more important is what is yield rate. Yield rate is the general market expectation. It is the expected rate of return. Understand the difference? Yield rate is the expected rate of return by the investors. Expected rate of return. This is the market expectation. Now, market means investor will having expectation that if they invest in the bond, they should get at least 15% return. But actual return which is given by company, that is known as coupon rate. Actual return which the company is giving, it is known as coupon rate. It is also known as rate of interest. This will be your actual interest rate, and yield is your market expectation. So this is yield means what investors are expecting. So on an average, all the investor who are investing are expecting that they should get 15%, but company is giving only 10%. So this is the difference between the yield rate and coupon rate. Coupon rate will be used to calculate your actual cash flows, and yield rate, that is the expectation, that is the expected rate of return or required rate of return. This will be used for discounting the cash flows. So this is difference between the yield rate and the coupon rate. Coupon rate is actual, yield rate is expected. Suppose if as an investor you are expecting you should get 15%, but company is paying you only 10%. So your expectation will become your yield and coupon rate will become your actual. Okay, now these two rates are very much interrelated to each other, because based on this, no, you can tell whether the bond will be issued at premium, it will be issued at discount, or it will be issued at par. So this relationship between these two interest rate is very much important to understand. For that, we will take three illustrations: changing the coupon rate and changing the yield rate accordingly. And we will find three answers to understand the relationship between the yield rate and the coupon rate. So just understand, yield rate is your expectation, market expectation, and coupon rate is the actual interest rate which company is giving. So this is the difference between the yield rate and the coupon rate. And yield rate, different names can be used, that is expected rate, required rate. All this thing will indicate that it is yield rate, and more popularly you can call it as discounting rate. And coupon rate, interest rate, this will be the actual, and this will be used for calculating your interest cash flow from the bond. So these are the two different rates, and these two rates are related to each other. Based on this, we can predict the intrinsic value or calculate the intrinsic value of the bond accordingly. So for this, we will first read the illustration number 1. A rupees 1,000 par value bond. So what is the face value for the bond given? 1,000. Coupon rate 14 percentage, interest rate 14 percentage, maturity period is 5 years, and required rate of return is 13 percentage. This is your discounting factor, or you can call it as yield rate also. Based on this detail, you have to calculate the value of the bond. Very simple, same logic will remain same only like the previous illustration which we have discussed. All the details are given to you. Face value is given, coupon rate is given, number of years is given, yield rate is also given. You have to calculate the face value of the bond. Let us begin the calculation of this illustration. How we will calculate? Let us see. Face value, these are the basic details which we are first writing. Face value rupees 1,000. Coupon rate is 14 percentage annual. Yield rate is 13 percentage. Okay, number of years, 5 years. So all the details are given. We can calculate the value of the bond. How we will calculate? Statement showing value of the bond. Columns will always remain fixed: year, cash inflows, discounting factor. At yield rate will be the discounting factor 13 percentage, present value, cash flows. So how many years? 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fifth year, 2 cash flows will come. Okay. So first cash flow will be interest. 1,000 is the face value. Coupon rate is 14 percentage. So what will be the interest? 1,000 into 14 percentage. 140. Interest will be same every year. And in fifth year, you will get this 1,000 also back. Repayment of principal amount. Now, this is a very important part. 13% is the discounting factor. How you will calculate PV factors? Last class we have seen now how you will do 13 divided by 100 plus 1 divided by equal to. So first year PV factor is how much? 0.8849, 0.7831 equal to 0.6930 equal to 0.6133 equal to 0.5427. So this both are 50 only. This will be same only 0.5427. So PV multiply this cash flow into discounting factor. Do this step, then add this. You will get the value of the bond. So what is the intrinsic value of the bond? Intrinsic value of the bond, or you can say correct value of the bond is 1035. Now tell whether this bond is at premium or at discount. This bond value company will issue it at premium or at discount. So see, face value is how much? Face value is given. No? Face value is 1000, but actual intrinsic value is 1035. So we can say this bond is traded at premium. If value is more than the face value, intrinsic value is more than the face value, we will say that bond is traded at premium. So bond is traded at premium. So this is the intrinsic value. This is the face value. You have to compare these two values. If your intrinsic value is more than the face value, then we will say that bond is traded at premium. So this is the first illustration we have seen. What is our coupon rate? 14%. Yield rate is 13%. Now next illustration we will do same only. Here only difference is that we have changed the coupon rate to 12% instead of the 14%. So we will try to solve this illustration. Logic will remain same only your coupon rate will become different. So instead of 14%, we have taken 12% as the coupon. Rest all things we have kept at same only. So if your coupon rate is changing, your cash flow will become different. No? Your cash flow will be now 1000 into 12, 120. Okay, now see, now your intrinsic value have become 965. Now your intrinsic value is 965. Face value is 1000 only. Now in this case, bond became a discount. Why this happened, that also we will understand. Now by changing this just coupon rate, your bond which was previously traded at premium, now it automatically became at a discount. See, if we will compare these two parts, face value and the intrinsic value. Now intrinsic value became less than the face value. Now bond became traded at discount by only just changing one parameter. Drastic change is coming in the bond value. Bond which was previously traded at a premium, now it became traded at discount. Okay. Calculation part is same only, no change will be there. Now, one more illustration we will take. Take the illustration number 3. Here we have changed the coupon rate to 13 percentage. So first we have taken 14 percentage, then we checked at 12 percentage coupon rate. Now we will be checking our bond at 13 percentage coupon rate. Let us see whether there will be any change in the valuation. Discounting rate we have tried to keep it same because otherwise your discounting factor also you would have to change. No? That's why we have kept the discounting factor same. Yeah, just a minute. We will do the illustration number 3. Then we will discuss all the illustration together to understand the difference. Why this difference is arising. Now what is the coupon rate we will be taking? 13 percentage. Now we will be taking 13 percentage. So if you will take 13 percentage, your interest will become 1000 into 13 percentage, that is 130. See, now very interesting thing. Now your intrinsic value and face value are same. By we change the interest at 13 percentage, your intrinsic value and face value is becoming same only. In this case, we will say bond is trading at par. So this 3 illustration we have seen. All the 3 illustration we will go again, see the parameters, and we will try to understand why this change is happening. Illustration 1C, par value 1000, coupon rate 14 percentage, required rate of return, that is discounting factor, yield 13 percentage. Illustration number 2, par value 1000, coupon rate is 12 percentage. Here we have changed the coupon rate to 12 percentage from the previous 14 percentage. Yield rate we have kept same, 13 percentage. In illustration number 3, everything is same, only coupon rate is changed to 13 percentage instead of the previous 14 and 12 percentage. Yield rate is kept same, coupon rate we have changed. So we got the 3 different values, changing the coupon rate and keeping the other parameters same. In illustration number 1, coupon rate is greater than the yield rate. Okay, and coming to the illustration number 2, in illustration number 2, coupon rate is 12 percentage, yield rate is 13 percentage. So in illustration number 2, coupon rate is less than the yield rate. And in illustration number 3, if you will see, coupon rate is 13 percentage, yield rate is 13 percentage. So coupon rate and yield rate are same. So this 3 relationship we can establish in a bond valuation based on the coupon rate and yield rate. If coupon rate is greater than the yield rate, bond will always be traded at premium. Bond will be always traded at premium. If your coupon rate is greater than the yield rate, or you can say yield rate is less than the coupon rate, then bond will always be traded at premium. If your coupon rate is less than the yield rate or yield rate is greater than the coupon rate, bond will always be traded at discount. That's why in second case we got discounted value. And third is if coupon rate and yield rate are same, no, bond will be traded at par. Bond will be traded at par value. So these three important relationship can be established based on the coupon rate and yield rate. If yield rate is less than the coupon rate, your bond will be at premium. Company can issue bond at premium. If market expectation is